Co-teaching is an instructional model where two teachers jointly share in the responsibility of teaching a group of students.
Junior high is a tough age. It's a tough age for any child, whether you are bright or if learning is difficult for you. And I do have a lot of excitement about a more equitable approach to how we arrange students next year. There's no exact science to that. Nothing will be perfectly balanced, but I think if we make an intentional effort to balance those things, it will really help all of our students feel the most comfortable in whichever classroom that they're in, and I think it will build some confidence across all teams and all students.
I can interact more with independent students. I think the students benefit greatly because they have more than one personality in a room.
You can also get like a different perspective.
I like having two teachers in the room because it's an argumentative essay. Like they could be stronger at something else than one of the other teachers, so they could help you more.
I think it's also helpful because it's almost like a second eye in the classroom to make sure that everyone's doing the right thing and make sure that everyone's safe.
I think it helps because it gives you a second view in the classroom, and with more feedback gives you more help on your work.
And I also think like it makes things run a lot faster.
It's like you always have someone standing by there, and you don't have to wait for the teacher to come over because another teacher is always there looking after you.
At the beginning, it just took a little while for us to get used to each other, our strengths and weaknesses, and how we were going to work it all out. So we can get to the kids a lot more in small group work or even individually.
And I really like, from my students' perspective, that they're able to be immersed in the classroom, whereas before it was just kind of small group setting in my room and there wasn't a lot of contact with their peers.
The greatest thing about having two teachers in a classroom is extra help.
They would help the sub if the sub had any questions.
Whenever you need help with a problem and you don't really understand and everybody else does, you can get more one-on-one help from that teacher. And you also get through a lot more stuff because there's two teachers there, it's like double help. And
the fact that we can co-plan, we can work out activities and figure out what works for the students.
But we give a lot of entrance and exit slips so we can group the kids without them knowing, and then sometimes we pair them like the high and the low together, and sometimes like high with the high, the middle with the middle, and the low with the lower they're struggling with, so then they can push each other.
And then those splitting of groups can kind of help you contain your behavioral issues.
And it always lowers the student to teacher ratio. We adjust from bell to bell.
And I'll usually say, hey, this has 15 problems. Right. What do you think? Do we need to just modify this? And we run that past each other. But the fact that we're in it together helps prevent us from getting to the frustration point of, I just can't do it tomorrow. And so I think the fact that it's two brains working together is much more helpful on that piece.
To have an open mind and be flexible and be willing to just kind of go with the flow, because that's really what you need to be able to do.
Right. I think also be willing to communicate and be honest about things. So be honest about reflecting on things that worked and things that didn't work. Be willing to share your space.
I think what works so well for Nicole and I being having this new relationship this year is that we were both willing to communicate. We always joke that first period is kind of like our guinea pigs, because we'll start something and then we realize after first period that, oh snap, that didn't work like kind of how we thought it would. So what can we do then to change it and adapt and modify so that it's better for the rest of our classes the rest of the day?
Right. Be brave, think outside the box, and be willing to take a risk. I would say also the willingness to sometimes realize that you do share this responsibility, and sometimes it's hard to relinquish control to share that control, and so you really need to go in with the mindset that this is a team effort from plan to assessment and reflection and beyond. So just if you have that idea going in, it's going to make your teaching and co-teaching experience so much more successful. Right now it's nice to look across the room and have an adult go, it's okay, take a deep breath.
And we do that for each other too. We both have those moments where we're about to snap and we both calm each other down And it's never like one of us is good cop and one of us is bad cop. I think we both take full control and just split the role.
It's just we're a united front, and this is how we run our class.
And we do stay united, and we do support each other. Like, even though she might not always agree with how quick I am with things or vice versa, we would never like let that be known to our students.
Absolutely.
We are very supportive. Like, if one of us makes the decision, the other one goes with it, no matter what.
Like good parenting.
It is. It is like good parenting.
You know, a couple hearts around both of us.